Hey guys, it's Elizabeth, Finding Elizabeth, and I'm gonna do a car video, actually a couple car videos. I'm on my way to LA for some meetings, and then I am going to see my dad, who is, he fell, for those of you who don't know, he fell and broke his back last week. He was in the hospital, and now he's in a rehab center, so after I get done with my meetings, I'm gonna go there. So anyway, my friend Gracie, no one stopping me but me, made her first video in like 100 years last night or yesterday, and she issued a challenge. She issued a challenge asking for people to make a video about what it is that they're good at in this journey. So I wanted to do that, of course, and then also once I'm done, I'm going to make a video with a video challenge of my own, because hello. Anyway, I feel like I'm showing my tatas. Anyway, we were talking about this last night, and I was like, well, I don't know, what do you think I'm good at? And logically in my head, I mean, you guys know how humble I always am. I never thought I would. I'm kidding, right? I never could have imagined 3 years ago that I would be saying this, but really, I feel like there's a lot about the weight loss surgery journey that I am relatively good at. Much better than I ever thought I would be. And in her video, she was saying, you know, something that you could offer tips that can maybe help other people be good at. And I started thinking, well, what is it really that I can offer tips about that I'm good at? And it was just getting too complicated in my head. And I don't know that either of the two things that I'm going to mention, one isn't even really weight loss related, but the two things I'm going to mention, I don't know that there are a whole lot of tips. But you know what? I have given a lot of tips in a lot of videos. And there's one in particular that is a video I did that's called, I don't know, like the most important things I've learned about weight loss surgery or something. So go back and look for that, and that will tell you, that will give you a lot of really specific tips on the things that I think have made me successful. But what I'm going to talk about right now are two things. Number one, so this morning I got up and got back to the gym. I haven't been in, I didn't think it had been 2 weeks, but I guess it had been almost 2 weeks when I started recording my weightlifting this morning. And I didn't want to go. Hadn't been in 2 weeks. Things have been crazy. I've been in LA practically every day with my dad, which is about, you know, it's like 30 miles. We can be anywhere from an hour to 2 to get there. And but I woke up early this morning. I slept really well last night, and I was laying in bed, and I was like, no, I don't really want to. And then I was like, get your ass out of bed and go to the gym. You will feel so much better. So I went to the gym, and I did feel better. And I always do a sweaty selfie afterwards. And when I was posting that sweaty selfie, what I was thinking about was, you know, the one thing that I know about myself now is that I will always get back up. So that's what I think I'm good at. I always get back up. I always keep trying, whether it's my food. If I totally and completely screw that up, I know that that's just that moment or that day. It doesn't even have to be that day. You can get back on track the next day. If it's exercise, you can go and do it again. And I have done that over and over and over again. And for me, that's been one of the more important things about this weight loss surgery journey, because I think before I lived in this all or nothing world where, you know, I would say, I need to lose 9 million pounds, and I'm going to start Monday, and then by Tuesday I would have had a burger, and by Wednesday I would have had pizza, and I'd just be like, fuck it. But, you know, I have a really different approach to it now, and that approach is that every minute, every day is a new choice, and I am going to keep getting the fuck back up. So I think that's my strength. The only tip I have on how to do that is get up, do it. I mean, and with exercise, I was talking to Amy about this recently because of her medical issues. She hasn't been able to exercise the way she has in the past, and she was like, do I feel as excited about exercise as I used to when I was doing it more, when I didn't have periods of when I didn't do it? And I said, absolutely, because the thing I've learned with regard to exercise about getting back up is you can do it. And it is so much easier. So there were a couple months like over the summer that I didn't work out with Brandon, and before I sort of got back on track working out again, and I was terrified that I was going to go back to the gym and it was all going to be gone, but it isn't, and you get it back so quickly. And even if you've never done it before and you are 5 years post-op, you can start exercising. I mean, so anyway, that's what I'm good at, getting back up. The other thing I want to just touch on, just because it's been on my mind a lot lately, and it's not directly weight loss surgery related, but it's the weight loss surgery journey that's kind of, and just my experience over the last 3 years, that's kind of brought this to mind to me. And recently, it was always something that in some ways I was sort of ashamed of, and that even when people had the best intentions, I felt like it was like, no, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that. And so it's so core to who I am, and I've never really, I mean, I've sort of always done it to a certain degree, but I've never really embraced it till recently, in that I don't care what anybody thinks. One of the things that I think that I am really good at, and that I do think helps me with my weight loss journey in a certain respect, is being very open and authentic about my feelings. And I am, and not always on YouTube, I mean, even with people individually saying things that maybe people think I shouldn't say, or that are scary to say. However, that is so core to who I am, and I'm really good at that. I am good at being authentic and sharing what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling with people, even if I don't get it right the first time, because I'm always processing and thinking about things. So anyway, I am recently feeling proud that I am good at that, so I thought I would share it. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Go make a video. What are you proud of, or what are you good at that you're doing your weight loss surgery journey? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.